Welcome to another edition of Gale Force Winds, the Force-8 Hometown Edition, right here on board HMCS Montreal, the beautiful island of Crete in the Mediterranean Sea. And we're in conversation with sailors in the Royal Canadian Navy, and what a privilege it is. So Dillon, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Dillon Oleary from Lawrencetown Beach, Nova Scotia, sailor first class of the Marine Systems Engineering Department here on the Montreal.
So Dillon Oleary, it sounds like we're in the Irish Navy right now, but we're not. We're in the Royal Canadian Navy. Dillon, you grew up in Lawrencetown Beach, Nova Scotia. What were some of the big motivators and influencers for you?
Some of the big motivators for me, like I've always enjoyed being a mechanic, working on things, and started my career out of college as a diesel mechanic on the civvy side, and just figured it was time for a change, I guess, and work on bigger things. So
Right.
Here I am in the Navy working on big diesel engines and gas turbines. So
Where did you go to school to get your education?
Nova Scotia Community College.
So Nova Scotia Community College, and was that right in Halifax, or was that a little bit removed?
Just in Dartmouth.
Right in Dartmouth, okay. So you studied to become a mechanic, and then you decided you wanted to move on to bigger engines.
Yeah, that's about the size of it right there.
Yeah.
So it's been good so far. The Navy's treated me well, and I'm enjoying it. So
Yeah. So what's some of your favorite things about the Navy, Dillon?
I like the go of it. Being busy is good for me.
Right.
It keeps my mind on things and moving forward. So
Yeah.
it's
Tell
good
me-
that way.
Tell me a little bit about the engines you're working on. I mean, they have to be very impressive to move this platform.
The two gas turbines are quite impressive, and the propulsion diesel engine, which is kind of my specialty, it's big,
Yeah.
and it puts out a lot of power to be able to move this thing as fast as we can go on it. So.
Dillon, when you were in school, did you ever envision a time that you would be working on two gas turbine engines and a diesel on board a Canadian frigate in middle of the Mediterranean?
Honestly, no, I didn't think that was going to be in my plans, but
Yeah.
here I am.
Are you happy with the decision?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, you said, "Oh yeah," like you really are happy with this.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, it's
really
kind of like a dream come true, isn't it? I mean, here you are, right? This is a pretty special place with a pretty special group of people.
Yeah, this isn't something I'm going to forget anytime soon. So it's I'm taking every minute and I'm enjoying it. So
Good for you, man. Living in the moment. Jerry, what do you think?
Two older fellas standing in front of you. The memories that Alan and I forged 30 plus years ago are still with us. So we understand what you're saying. I mean, 30 years from now, when you're sitting there talking to someone, what was it like in the Navy? I mean, it's interesting because what you're doing for our country is important, and I keep saying that to people, but it's really, really important. And it's important to Alan and I to make sure that the people watching this get to see you at your job. You know, unfortunately, we can't go down in the engine room and see the turbines moving, although we did that once on the Toronto. All I want to say is thank you, Dillon. Thank you very much for what you're doing.
it's
Really
my
appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
So, Dillon, any comments you want to make to the folks back home?
I just want to say hi to everybody and hope everybody's doing good, staying safe, and just enjoying their lives.
Well, there you go. I tell you, on board a Canadian ship, there's a lot of moving parts, but some of the most complex moving parts happen in the engine room. And as Dillon just explained to you, two gas turbine engines and a diesel engine providing propulsion to this massive ship, moving it through the ocean at a great rate of knots to get where you need to be fast. And it's guys like Dillon, guys and girls like Dillon, that make all of this happen. So it's very impressive work that you're doing, Dillon. The world needs more HMCS Montreal, and quite frankly, Canada needs more Dillon Oleary. Thanks very much, Dillon.
Thank you. It's been
Cheers.
my pleasure.